The evil executives at TKO was at it again, stuffing their pockets with hundreds of millions of dollars while treating all the wrestlers on their roster like jobbers. Integrity in this company was a thing of the past. In 2026, they're coming to squeeze the fan out of everything it has. Oh, it's so obvious that TKO is doing everything in their power to choke the life out of the Fed, man. This is crazy, dog. Like, celebrities wasn't enough, ads and sponsorships wasn't enough. Now they're going around asking wrestlers to take a 50% pay cut. And dog, this makes no sense. Wrestlers are running around struggling to travel, get rentals, buy gas. Some of these wrestlers actually went from going to the Marriott to now living in a Motel 6. Some of these wrestlers actually went from driving the Benz to riding the bus. Some of these wrestlers actually went from eating steak and lobster to cake and Lunchables. Dog, this is sad. Literally, you'd probably be better off financially filling out an application and working overnight shift at Walmart than agreeing to some of these terms from TKO. Meanwhile, while all of this is happening, TKO executives are stuffing their pockets with millions. Ari Emanuel made $67 million in 2025. Mark Shapiro made $42 million. Nick Khan was paid $24 million. That's over $120 million between the three of them. Even Dwayne Johnson seemed to be reaping the benefits of being on the TKO board. He was at the Met Gala with a $3 million diamond watch. This is wild. I don't know how this company is getting away with this. They have terms and conditions you agree to, and then they just change them whenever they want. These TKO contracts remind me of toothpicks. They're short and easy to break. And this is crazy, man. TKO executives stuffing their pockets real fat, while the wrestlers that's out there putting in all the hard work, their pockets is getting hit with a shot at Zippy. And calling their pockets skinny is an understatement. After TKO reconstructed some of these contracts, it wasn't but nothing but skull and bones left, and a lifetime full of regrets. Some are even speculating this could be the reason why AJ Lee decided to part ways with WWE, because none of this makes sense. She was just offered a contract in September. She hasn't even been here 12 months and now she's already gone? And what about LA Knight? The booking has been weird. He was on the opening match of WrestleMania 40 Snooze in a 6-man tag match, but after that, no storylines, no matches, and it feels like he's slowly being written off TV. Now, we all heard about Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston leaving the WWE because of contract negotiations, but the disrespect the Fed showed to these guys last night was uncalled for, man. No vignettes, no video packages. You couldn't even take 60 seconds to acknowledge the New Day. You couldn't even give a simple thank you to people who gave year after year after year to this company, blood, sweat, and tears. What a spit in the face. Now, a lot of people are wondering that maybe it's because they didn't want to renegotiate the whatever contract terms. Leave it up to your boy Bobby Monsoon to actually get the details of the contract that they was offered. And man, it's surprising. Hey, producer, run the clip! TKO is gonna start you off with an 88% salary decrease, a 10-year non-compete clause, WWE shop store credit, TV time during commercial breaks, and catering that's unlimited. And we'll take your Hall of Fame career and diminish it. This is crazy, man. Now, I might have misspoke earlier saying TKO was trying to reconstruct the contract. Actually, they were trying to deconstruct the contract. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Think about it. Deconstruct. They were trying to break it apart and sign signing this slave deal isn't playing it smart. Man, if WWE don't know how to do anything, they know how to flip some stuff, man. They turned professional wrestling into a circus act. They turned storylines into sponsorships. They turned the New Day into, I don't know, the last day. So it seems like John Cena is set for a big, huge, historic announcement this Saturday in Tampa at Backtrash. Now, I'm sure I'm not the first to say this, but the level of desperation WWE is getting to now is sad. John Cena retired in December of 2025. We're not even 6 months into 2026, and this company is already behind the scenes begging him to make appearance after appearance after appearance to boost the ratings. Man, I said this a million times. WWE need to focus on building new stars instead of constantly running back to John Cena to save every situation they're in. Maybe this wouldn't be a problem if you didn't have Trick Williams in a storyline with a gingerbread man that's a mannequin as the main character. Maybe this wouldn't be a problem if you had Oba Femi in an actual storyline instead of doing his second open challenge in 90 days. Maybe this wouldn't be a problem if you stopped treating the women's division like spam emails and straight up ignoring them. Last night on Raw, there wasn't one women's match on the card, and that's disgusting. John Cena might as well hit the closet, grab his wristbands, his headbands, and find a fresh pair of jorts and get back in the ring. Bro really stood for hustle, loyalty, respect. TKO stands for money, power, and $3 billion of debt. This is crazy. John Cena reminds me of a bathtub full of water. TKO, they're gonna stick their hand in and boom, trade him for everything he got. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Exclusively on BobbyMonsoon.com. Y'all asked for it and it's here. The Why You Say That t-shirt. I want to thank everybody that's copping the merch, that's liking, commenting, subscribing, hyping, everybody in my lives multiple times in a week, all the people in the chat. I want to thank everybody, man. Y'all really help the channel grow. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. BobbyMonsoon.com. And Why You Say That shirt now. Back to the content. Raw started off with Braun Breaker attacking Seth Rollins, beating him up, taking him in the middle of the ring, sparing him, beating up some more. Y'all know it's the same old, same old. Click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste. Booking from Mr. Paul Levesque. And my God, man, like, I don't even, like, what do you want me to say about this? How am I supposed to be invested into this? Let me guess, right? Seth Rollins gonna go over on the weekend because WWE does the same exact thing. Whoever loses on the go-home show or gets beat up on the go-home show goes over this weekend. For Braun Breaker's sake, I hope that's not the case. You gotta understand, Braun Breaker got out the Royal Rumble in 3 seconds. Braun Breaker lost the Netflix premiere to CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title. Braun Breaker missed out on WrestleMania being injured. You would think Braun Breaker needs a win this Saturday at Backtrash. Dawg, I am so sick of the same repetitive storylines. Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. This is supposed to be a big match. This is supposed to be a main event match. Well, guess what? If you don't plan on spending $1 on ESPN app for $30 a month, however much it is, you're in luck because they're going to do this match absolutely for free. The first hour on ESPN, you get to get Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. What a way to make a match feel important, WWE. Next, you got JD McDonough versus Finn Balor. Oh, man, Finn Balor. Oh, no, maybe I should start calling him Finn Balor again. Because he came back as the Demon Finn Balor. We thought after WrestleMania he was going to get some respect put on his name. But of course WWE doesn't do that. He goes right back to being Finn Balor. And how does he lose? Because Roxanne Perez decided to interfere and hit him with a hammer. And now Finn Balor was so laid out, because he was so hurt from a hammer from Roxanne Perez that he loses another match. Oh my God, I don't know what heat Triple H and Finn Balor has, but man, it gotta be serious, dog. Have anyone in the history of Raw lost as many matches as Finn Balor? This is sad. Another thing, can we do something other than the same storylines? With the Judgment Day, where somebody gets kicked out, then somebody beefs with the Judgment Day. Now let me guess, next week, Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio again. Finn Balor versus Roxanne Perez again. Finn Balor is gonna, it's like, dog, this sucks! Then they're teasing, Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan. Roxanne gonna turn babyface. Am I supposed to be looking at this like, oh, wow? No! This sucks, bro. The Judgment Day are a bunch of grown people backstage building clubhouses. Dog, what part of this is entertaining? Oh yeah, you got Raquel Rodriguez sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Triple H, you have done no women's matches yesterday on Raw. You got Raquel Rodriguez right there. She's like 6 foot or something like that. How could you not see her? This is no excuse, bro. The Judgment Day storyline sucks. Liv Morgan has absolutely nobody to beef with. She might as well start defending the title against Finn Balor. Maybe he could win that match. Maybe! Next, you got Javon Evans and Penta versus Ethan Page and Rusev. Javon Evans, as always, he has some cool spots. He had like this crazy backflip off the top turnbuckle, man. Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, you got Rusev and Ethan Page actually going over, and nobody cares. Absolutely nobody cares. WWE is completely working backwards. We're going to talk about this later, but you got people like the tag team champions, Justin Timberlake and Logan Paul are hogging the tag team champions, but they're beefing with one guy, Joe Hendry, right? We'll talk about that, unfortunately. But now you got the Intercontinental Champion, Penta. Instead of him being in a singles feud, being in a singles storyline, he's tagging up with Javon Evans every time I turn around. They throw Rusev in there. They throw Ethan Page in there. Ethan Page and Rusev. Man, that wasn't in the bingo card. WWE is literally just pulling anything out of thin air, anything out the sky. And dog, none of this has no rhyme, no reason. It makes no sense. Storytelling is at an all-time low, bro. Shout out to Javon Evans. Even shout out to Ethan Page. It's good to see some fresh faces. I give them that. It's good to see some fresh faces. But my God, dog, the storyline sucks. It doesn't matter if you use fresh faces. It doesn't matter if you use current faces like Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. It doesn't matter if you use old faces, Batista, John Cena, Ric Flair. It doesn't matter who you use. Next, you got Sol Ruka coming out, doing her contract signing for Raw, and this was fire, man. It's good to see Sol Ruka on Raw. I think this is like a much-needed thing Raw has. Like I showed y'all yesterday on my live, and I probably showed y'all somewhere in the video, dog, the women's division is literally getting suffocated on this show, dog. There's literally no women's presence on this show outside of Liv Morgan. I can't even say Raquel Rodriguez because they don't book her enough. Roxanne Perez, I feel like they don't even book them enough in the significant things. They even call them that Ivy now, she's in the back. Maxine Dupree, she's stuck in the Alpha Academy. And I think that's it. Literally, I think it ends there. Bayley, Lyra, Valkyria, in a tag team, they don't count. This is bad, bro. Becky Lynch does come out. I like this. I like Sol Ruka working with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch is a veteran. Sol Ruka, she's going to learn a lot from Becky Lynch. She's going to learn a lot promo-wise. Even though she could be Becky cringe sometimes, she still knows how to cut a good promo. She still is one of the best in the ring. So I think these two could tell a good storyline, man. You had them go back and forth. Becky cringe, Becky Lynch. Let me call her Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch wound up snuffing Adam Pearce, man, and Sol Ruka wound up attacking Becky Lynch. Now, there was a minor botch on Sol Ruka when she did the Soul Snatcher. Her foot slipped on the rope, but Unfortunately for y'all, I didn't see it, so we're gonna act like it didn't happen. Y'all know I love Soul Ruka, man. I love Soul Ruka, so you know what I mean? We're gonna act like the botch didn't happen, and we're not gonna blame her either because, you know, TKO, they're cutting costs on everything. They're not even using the same ropes. Like I said yesterday on my live, they're using the same material that shoelaces are being made out of for the ropes in the ring now, obviously. And before every event, it seems like they're pouring Crisco on it. Every time you turn around, you got LA Knight stumbling, bumbling, and now you got Soul Ruka. Let's hope that's the last one. But yeah, all jokes aside, I'm happy Soul Ruka's on the main roster because my God, they need her. Next, you got Joe Hendry with his guitar doing another concert like the week before. Lost. The Fed is dead and lost. I tell you, they're lost. For me, it's just not there, dog. I blame WWE Creative. Of course, Joe Hendry, he's a great talent, man. He's pretty solid in the ring, bro. But he's one of them guys that, dog, he's going to need great creative, man. You can't just put a guitar in his hand and have him do the same thing over and over and over and over again. How about be a little bit innovating? Logan Paul shouldn't even be in this feud, dog. It's nobody in this company with real heat. The exception is Logan Paul. He actually has real heat, but he's not going to get it in a feud with Joe Hendry. They are, dog, him and Justin Timberlake are the tag team champions. They're doing nothing for the tag team division. They shouldn't even have the titles. Take them off them. Have Logan Paul go back to be a singles competitor. And dog, just get people mad, bro. Get people riled up. It would be 100 times better if Logan Paul put on a suit and act like he's doing TKO bidding. Act like he's a spokesperson for TKO. Just lean towards it a little bit. Now, of course, the night couldn't end off with more click, copy, click, paste with the Street Profits coming out. That's still my favorite tag team. I just wish they'd do something other than coming out and fighting. Well, if they did do a little different this time, they got chopped out by Bron Breakker because Bron Breakker beat the Street Profits up and he needed no help. So you mean to tell me the former tag team champions, a tag team champion duo, the Street Profits, could get beat up by Bron Breakker alone? And they're just coming back fresh off of a 10-month hiatus or whatever it was. Dog, this is bad, man. Like, I wish we got a promo from the Street Profits. I wish we got something other than backstage segments with Seth Rollins. I wish they told some storyline with the Street Profits. This is just going to get old so fast, bro. Next, you got an Oba Femi Open Challenge, and I promise y'all, dog, I almost broke my TV when I seen Tozawa come out, and I thought it was going to be Tozawa versus Oba Femi. But they did something cute. This was cute, WWE. Tozawa, he got kind of scared, so he went into the ring. Then Otis actually stepped up to Oba Femi. Oba Femi still squashes Otis, but it was impressive, though, man. Otis, for him, Oba Femi had Otis up on his shoulders, man. Gave him the power bomb. I forgot what his finisher called, but gave him his finisher, man. Then turns around. He threw him like a few yards, dog. Like, Oba Femi is a freak of nature, dog. Bro, he got a different level of strength, man. 330 pounds, getting tossed around like a rag dog. So that was kind of fun to watch, man. Oba Femi wins. I'm kind of over it. What I'm supposed to say every week, Oba Femi Open Challenge. It's been 90 days. This is his second Open Challenge. WWE has absolutely nothing for the women's division. They have nothing for Oba Femi. They have nothing for a lot of people on the roster. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you can't build new stars. Next is a straight disrespect to anybody that's watching this show. And I say that because time is valuable. We can't get time back, dog. When I'm turning my TV on and I'm seeing a bunch of fake luchadors with a mask, bro. You did it first with Chad Gable. Then you went and did it with Ludwig Kaiser. Then you did it with Tyler Bate and whatever else, those other two guys. Then you went and do it with American. Are you serious? American Made now has to have mask on their face? Dog, WWE is literally, y'all know when y'all use the AI and the AI spits something stupid out and you gotta say something like, yo, regenerate, or yo, say something, you have to go back and forth with the AI until you get the result you want. WWE is writing a prompt and the first thing the AI says is going with it. They're not even trying to regenerate. They're doing none of that. The AI is 100% running this company. Yo, this is depressing. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is why I can't turn into AAA and take it serious. I hear a lot of y'all saying, Bobby Monsoon, just give it a try. I did, bro. I cannot take this serious. It just makes me mad knowing that it's so many real luchadors from Mexico grinding, just need one opportunity on that main stage. And instead of them digging up the talent that's in Mexico, the talent that could be in New Japan Pro Wrestling on the indies, they're taking all these guys that barely know how to even speak Spanish and putting masks on them, then calling them luchadors, and I'm supposed to take this serious? I'm sorry, bro. This is garbage. At the end, bro, we get Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns, and what do you think happened? Roman Reigns get choked out by the chokehold that Jacob Fatu was supposed to be banned. You're not supposed to be doing that chokehold. Jacob Fatu, man, I ran a poll on my live, man, and I think 60 to 70% of people said Jacob Fatu will be winning this Saturday. Now, at first, I'm like, dog, there's no way. But honestly, dog, the chat kind of convinced me a bunch of reasons why Jacob Fatu might be winning, man. Like, first, Roman Reigns, he's going to be gone for the month of June. Yeah, y'all remember, I'm going to be here all summer. The next time we turn around, it was an era. Oops, sorry, he's out. We won't even see him anytime in June. Do y'all think WWE is really going to have the World Heavyweight Championship vacant in June? Then in June, we also got Night of Champions. We're going to have Night of Champions without the championship being defended? This seems like a stretch. Jacob Fatu, man, I don't know. He's been on a solid run, man. Even though it's been click, copy, click, paste. Even though he had the underwear, the Fruit of the Loom on his head. Even though he's been the Samoa underwear wolf, man, shaking around. He's been a formidable opponent, man. He's actually has a level of believability, man. He's actually been doing a solid job with his beef with Roman Reigns. If he actually wins the championship, this is a fresh shakeup, dog. You get Jacob Fatu versus just pick one, man. You could get Braun Breaker. You could get Seth Rollins. You could get Gunther. You could get Oba Femi. It's a lot of options for Jacob Fatu that will be fresh. CM Punk. Jacob Fatu, CM Punk, Night of Champions. I'm not mad at it. Anything that I haven't seen before, anything that is a click, copy, click, paste, I'm kind of with it. Because right now, the expectations are extremely low. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, man. Jacob Fatu and Roman. Will Jacob Fatu go over Saturday? What do you think about the New Day and the New Day contract stuff? What do you think about John Cena? Should he get the jorts back? I think he should. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow!